Semifreddo. It is essentially an ice cream with lots of fun things in it. And Jacob, who just has this beautiful new book, of course it's called Jacob Food.
Yeah. It's not my last name.
This is something I've chosen from your book because I just think it's fantastic to
Love
show
it.
people how to make.
Yeah, so the great thing about this dessert is it's great for kids just to mix up all the ingredients. You don't need much time to do it. All you need is the time to put in the freezer, okay? So great recipe to do the day before your guests are coming, but also it's a great recipe all year round.
Yes.
Like, I have ice cream in winter, do you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to get you to do, I'm going to get you to start chopping some pistachios here, okay? Doesn't need to be super fine just because I like a bit of texture in the ice cream, okay? Now, while you're doing that, I've got here some good quality ice cream and I'm using 3 litres, okay? Now, it's going to be a bit soft because we need to work it. So I'm putting this all in my big mixing bowl.
Right,
okay?
so there's many different ways of doing semifreddo. You could make your own creme anglaise to start with and then...
Yeah, but who got time for that?
No one got time for that.
No one's got time for that. So, but yeah, it's so easy to make when you're doing it this way, just because the ice cream's already done, let it melt just a little bit, and then you're good to go. Now, I'm gonna get you to chop 200 grams of white chocolate, okay? And I'm just like shards.
Okay.
Yep. Now, while you're doing that, I've got here the rose water. Now, you don't need much of it because it's just perfuming the ice cream. So I've got some frozen berries here. I'm gonna just add a couple to our prepared tray, which I've lined with some plastic film. So it'll just make it way easier when it comes out. And this is purely just for presentation, okay? Just a couple, just so when you invert it, you'll just see the raspberries on the top. So I'm using the rest in here. The reason why they're frozen is just because when I'm mixing it, they're just gonna hold their shape a bit better. If they were fresh, they would get a bit mushy and jammy.
Good, nice tip.
And then I've got some marshmallows as well, just because they're fun and adds texture, colour.
Love that,
And we've just halved them because they were quite large. Now I'm gonna take, watching out with your knife.
Oh, yes,
sorry. No. Is some pistachio. And as you can see, the colours now are getting really fun.
Okay. And I love how you said at the beginning, this is great for kids. I can just picture kids loving this, you know, throwing everything together. The colours, it's fun food.
It's super fun and delicious and so sweet. What we're going to do is we're just going to mix this until it's well combined. The ice cream will melt a bit, which is going to be quite handy. And then when we put it into the tray, we'll just put it into the freezer for about 3 hours. And while we're doing that, we're going to make a raspberry coulis, which won't take a couple of hours to make while that's freezing. It will happen in about 3 minutes.
Exactly. So I'm just going to blend up some fresh raspberries with some icing sugar. So I'll get onto that. You finish mixing that. That's the hard job, and then we'll bring it all together.
Good thing I've got good muscles.
Oh, he does. Absolutely.
All right, Justine, it is now set, so it's time to invert it, which sounds scarier than it actually is. So I'm going to peel back the cling film from the top layer first, because that's really going to help us. Get your serving plate, and then flip like this.
And this is where you go, aha. I needed all that cling film. It's very, very important.
It's very helpful. All right, and now...
Oh, that was easy.
That was easy.
Yeah. And if it's not coming out straight away, a little tip is just to pop the actual tin in some hot water. Just sort of dunk it in 1 or 2 times, and then it'll just sort of loosen up the ice cream.
Yeah. And now we're just going to peel back the cling film. Voila.
Beautiful.
Now, the way I would serve this at home is just like as is, but I'm going to top it with some additional garnishes.
Now, you're not only a fantastic author, but you originally started as a stylist. So this is what I get excited about, to see how you bring the whole thing together, make it look even more beautiful than it is already going to taste.
We eat with our eyes, Justine, first. So it's really important that it looks delicious. When you put so much effort into the food that you make, you want to make sure it looks good.
Sure, sure.
All right, and I've just got some little sprigs of mint, just to add a little bit of greenery, because, you know, green makes it healthy, right?
Yeah. This is something I would do at Christmas, for sure.
Yes, Great Christmas dish.
Particularly in Australia, you know, it's so hot and you want
Yeah.
something chilled like this.
Yeah, and you don't want like a hot pudding or something like
No,
that.
no.
This is a great option.
That's just given me an idea too. You could serve this with pudding, crush up some pudding with the ice cream. Ooh.
This is good with anything.
Yes. You can change the ingredients.
Awesome. Now I'm just going to top it with some very fancy dried rose petals.
We are sticking with that Turkish theme and
Yes.
petals are used in
A
that.
lot of petals are used. And it smells beautiful as well.
It is, yes.
Okay, and then I'm going to serve it with a little drizzle of the sauce that you made. It's so nice and thick too.
Yeah. And you could strain that if you don't want the little seeds, but
You got time
a few
for
little
that.
seeds, yeah, it's fine.
There you go, Justine. My Turkish-inspired semifreddo. Let's tuck in.
Yes, please.
All right, so what we've got here is just a jug with hot water, and then we've just preheated our knife, and that just makes it an easy cut. How hungry are you?
Let's go a bit bigger.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
That's better.
Beautiful.
It's for two of us.
It's
you
for
see?
2, yeah, we're sharing. All right. Okay.
There we go. That might help.
Okay.
Probably should have got a bigger plate. Ooh, look at the interior of that.
Ooh, there you go.
It's gorgeous. See the speckles of marshmallows, the
so
pistachios.
yum. The texture is so much fun. Let's dig in.
Dig in, and I want some of that coulis on top.
Yeah.
And a rose petals. Can't leave out the
Yes.
rose petals.
I've got a chunky marshmallow.
Oh, it's so good.
It's not too sweet because the raspberry really cuts through the sweetness. Fun texture, easy.
Easy, that's what we love here.